Now, some very bad news from phys.org. Natural gas, aka methane, is actually migrating under permafrost and could see methane emissions skyrocket if it escapes. And unfortunately, it already is. The report continues with this. Beneath Svalbard's permafrost, millions of cubic meters of methane are trapped, and scientists have now learned that it can migrate beneath the cold seal of the permafrost and escape elsewhere. A large-scale escape could create a cycle of warming that would send methane emissions skyrocketing. Warming thaws the permafrost, causing more gas to escape, allowing more permafrost to thaw and more gas to be released. Yes, it's called a feedback loop, exactly what I have tried to warn about for a decade and a half at geoengineeringwatch.org, and now the so-called science community is finally getting around to admitting it because they can no longer hide it. Next, from the conversation.com, frozen methane under the seabed is thawing as oceans warm, and things are worse than we thought. They continue, just published research showing more of this methane hydrate is vulnerable to warming than previously thought. This is a worry as the hydrate contains about as much carbon as all of the remaining oil and gas on Earth. Releasing it, they say, from the seabed could cause the oceans to become more acidic and the climate to warm further. This is a dangerous set of circumstances. Let's stop there. There's no could, may, might. First, yes, this is yet another headline of, quote, it's way worse than we thought. And next, as dire as this headline may seem, reality is far worse still. There's enough methane deposits on the planet in the form of methane hydrate and clathrates that, if thawed and released into the atmosphere, would turn Earth into a Venus-like scorched ball of rock in an unimaginably short span of time. But not to worry. We'll all be long gone before that point. We'll be lucky if anyone makes the end of this decade short of a complete course correction, which unfortunately seems increasingly unlikely. And that's not some from-the-hip opinion. That's a mathematical, statistical trajectory based on the current rate of exponential die-off across the board. Every single form of Earth's life support is completely collapsing at staggering rates.